One of those trade talks between the U.S. and China over the weekend, a surprising announcement to roll back some tariffs. Karen Caifa has the details on that agreement, set to take effect on Wednesday.
The Trump White House pleased with the outcome of these negotiations in Geneva over the weekend. The U.S. and China coming out of a marathon weekend of negotiations by agreeing to drastically reduce tariffs on one another's imports for at least 90 days. President Donald Trump, before taking off on the first major international trip of his second term, describing the relationship with China in glowing terms.
They were very happy to be able to do something with us. And the relationship is very, very good. I'll speak to President Xi maybe at the end of the week.
With this new 90-day agreement, which takes effect Wednesday, the U.S. will lower tariffs on Chinese goods from 145% to 30%. And China will cut its levies on U.S. imports from 125% to 10%, still high rates by historical standards. The director of the National Economic Council, Kevin Hassett, described it as a, quote, historic fresh start in the relationship between the world's two largest economies. He also defended Trump's aggressive approach to the global trade negotiations, which has resulted in a back and forth between China and the U.S., ratcheting up tariffs on one another's goods.
If you do anything that might change the status quo, then that's going to add to uncertainty. But the uncertainty is on the right side of the American worker, because ultimately, if the uncertainty works, then you move to a better place. And that's what we're seeing in country after country after country.
Global markets reacting in very positive fashion to the news Monday. It's also a sigh of relief for at least 90 days for businesses and consumers. The sky-high tariffs had pretty much stopped trade with China. That risked supply chain shocks, higher prices, and shortages. And President Trump taking off on Monday to a trip that will include stops in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates. His administration says the goal is to shore up relationships in a crucial part of the world and also make more economic deals. At the White House, I'm Karen Caifa.